6 innings for the 12th consecutive start. 11 of those starts have been quality starts. And yesterday, 8 strikeouts, 8 hits, 1 walk, 1 run. His ERA has dropped from 9.78 May 5th to 4 as we talk today on a day where the Houston Astros have off. He's been awesome of late. So awesome that Astros manager Joe Espada had this to say of his recent play after the game. Here is Joseph.
You know, we wanted to come here and win the series, but we didn't accomplish that. But we won a big game. You know, Hunter Brown set the tone from the beginning. He was really, really good. 6 strong, 8 punchies. He's kind of have that ace feeling to him. You know, we are expecting him to go out there and deliver what he just did. We knew all along that is in him, and now he's starting to turn the corner, and he's starting to have that swag where he knows, hey, my team needs to win, and he did that. He delivered.
Punchies is a fun word for strikeouts.
It's a great one.
Does sound a little Gen Z. I'll take it.
Yes.
I'll hijack it.
Yes.
I want people like our intern out there to have to be recreative and find their own stuff. I'm stealing all your stuff. On God, for real, no cap.
Lots of punchies.
It's a bussin' term to describe strikeouts, but that's not what I want to focus on. Joe Espada said Hunter Brown is pitching like an ace.
He is. Since May 5th, he is the 3rd best ERA in the American League. Only Garrett Crochet of the White Sox and Corbin Burns of the Orioles have a better ERA than Hunter Brown since May 5th. So it's not even just the June 1st turnaround that so many have pointed to. He's been good since May. He was just a disaster at the start of the season. But what they've changed in his mechanics, I heard the radio broadcast talking about this with Justin Verlander was really the one that pointed out to Hunter Brown what was going wrong with his mechanics versus what was good versus what was bad now at the time, and how it added 1.5 miles to pretty much all of his pitches. Alex Bregman was the one that told him to incorporate this two-seamer to his arsenal that's made him so much better. He's completely turned around his season and maybe his career, because the ace word felt millions and millions and millions of miles away for Hunter Brown at the end of last season, at the start of this season.
Yeah, and I still don't think he's an ace.
I don't think it is either.
I hate it when the Astros do this stuff, and I get it. Like, as you laid out, he has been really awesome. He has been one of the top 3 pitchers statistically in baseball over this stretch. But the first couple of weeks of the season happened, and he's been doing this largely against teams that aren't very good. I know you can only do what you are presented with being able to do. You can only throw against the teams you're scheduled to throw against. But I don't like that word being thrown around so loosely. I mean, we're not looking at Hunter Brown as the ace of the Astros staff. And I suppose it's subjective what even is an ace. What is a woman? What is an ace? Truly.
Which one of those is more confusing to you?
Great question. If we're talking about an ace, I feel like we got to be talking about one of the best pitchers in baseball. I think an ace is what every team would like to have, but I don't think every single team has an ace. I think you know an ace when you see it. And I feel like I shouldn't have to describe it, even though we are in a communications industry and we're supposed to explain how we feel about things. You know when someone is an ace. Justin Verlander a couple of years ago when he won the Cy Young, that was ace stuff. From Hunter Brown this year, of late, he's been great. Ronel Blanco, all season long, he's been great. Would you call either of those two aces?
No, I would not. Justin Verlander, Garrett Cole, what those guys have been, that's an ace. I think you're right. You don't have to describe it. You know it when you see it. And it's funny thinking about Hunter Brown versus a guy we'll talk about so much over this show and the foreseeable future is CJ Stroud. With a quarterback, I feel like we anoint them very early. And most of the time with a quarterback, we feel comfortable doing that. With a pitcher in baseball, to be an ace, I don't feel like you can earn that quickly. I think you have to have playoff success. You have to have more than one season of success to earn that title of an ace. It's just not handed out in baseball like we hand out the word star or superstar in basketball and football. It's a different conversation. And he's not that guy yet. And the first task is definitively say that Hunter Brown is the best pitcher on this team. I don't think you can do that even still.
Yeah, I'm with you there.
So it's like if you're not definitively the best pitcher on this team, unless it's Garrett Cole and Justin Verlander in 2019, you can't say someone's an ace until they're definitively at least the number one guy on their team, and then you can move to the next step of the conversation. He's awesome. He's been incredible. Ace-like stuff, yes. Ace material, yes. Ace prospect, kind of. He wasn't even like the number one. He's not Paul Skeens. He's not one of these elite level prospects coming up to the bigs when he came up. He was the guy that everyone wanted. Could he be on his way? I sure hope so. I sure hope he is. But I'm not ready to buy that he is an ace just yet.
Throw out, yeah, he never will be. I hate it
Really?
that he'll never be an ace. Come on.
I don't know, man.
I don't know. Come on. Look at what he was earlier in the year. How much better is someone like that going to get?
It's just the difference between what he was early in the year and now is so drastic.
Yeah, because he's going up against teams that aren't very good. I mean, if he was going up against the Dodgers this weekend, and you said it yesterday, okay, we'd actually have a test here. But come on, we got to raise our expectations. We got to raise our standards here. We've watched 7 straight ALCSs, and here the Astros are with their vague injury descriptions to us. And Joe Espada, I get it. He's being optimistic here. He's being supportive of his guy. Ace, 8 hits against the A's. The A's had 8 hits yesterday.
That's why I don't think I think it's unfair to say he can't be, because to counter your argument with your own argument.
He's going to be one of the best pitchers in baseball?
I'm not the best pitchers in baseball. Could be an ace on a staff, yes. The elite ace, because ace.
Okay, so this is
yes,
where we differ.
Yes, ace is a loose term now, because I hear what you're saying. Ace is a term that when we were growing up was saved for Pedro and Randy Johnson and those top guys. I do feel like the conversation is changed a little bit. Is he going to be what Paul Skeens is going to be? No. Is he ever going to be Justin Verlander? I'm going to say no. But can he be the best pitcher on a team that can win a World Series? He does have the stuff right now, it looks like, to be that.
I can't even go on a team that can win a World Series. A best pitcher on a staff, sure. Somewhere else, sure. On a team that's going to win a World Series, if Hunter Brown's your guy, you're effed. You're not winning it.
You really think so still?
Yeah.
You're not there yet?
How would I get there?
Even like just like the thought of it. Because I'm not there yet either.
No, the thought is not there. Again, I have high standards. Some people I just put in a box. No offense. And we do that to a lot of people in life. No doubt about it. But I don't see it.
So for him to get there, is it the playoff success that matters? It's like, do what you're doing now when it matters the most, because that is a big hurdle, right?
Playoff success would be great, but I want to start with against good teams this year.
Yeah.
Regular season.
Hopefully next time you face the Orioles, Hunter Brown, he gets a shot at the Orioles kind of a thing.
I would think in August he's going to have an opportunity, given all the good teams that the Astros are going to play over the course of that month. But look, I'm not trying to dump on Joe Espada here, and I'm not trying to be a Debbie Downer. I just think we got to hold that word in higher regard. I don't think every single team has an ace. I know every single team thinks that it has an ace. Every team has to, by default, have a best pitcher. But, yeah, that just annoyed me after an 8-1 win yesterday.
I don't think you're being a Debbie Downer. I think you just have high standards, and that's okay. It's okay to have high standards.
I'm running out of options.
Yeah, no, I wasn't going to go there.
Well, I mean, that's part of it.
They have high standards, or you have high standards?
I have high standards. However, person I went on 2 dates with, feel like I'm being ghosted right now.
Oh,
they're 2 good dates.
That's a bummer.
I mean,
I'm sorry to hear that.
Don't be sorry.
Well, I know, but
see, no, I've changed the logic. It's their loss.
You're right.
It's their loss. This is what happens. You go to the gym 3 days in a row. You start taking pre-workout.
Go to training camp.
So many endorphins. Oh yeah, waking up early.
Like you're grooving. Right now.
I haven't slept in 1 day this week.
Not even today. There's no training camp today.
No, I got up at 6, went to the gym, and then put my stuff together.
Good for you, Paul.
Thank you.
I'm proud of you.
Thank you. We're evolving as a person. Maybe I'll be an ace someday.
Can you get there still?
It's a good question. I don't know. I mean, clearly, no radio station has viewed me as an ace.
All you have to do is find someone that believes enough to be an ace. Even if you're not, if they believe, that's all that matters. Oof. As long as they believe.
Well, I mean, listen, I don't know what some of the other stations were believing.
Well, you'll find it. Someone will believe that you're an ace.
I hope.
Some lady will find you.
I hope. I'm talking in a little game called love. I'm talking a little game called radio.
I know.
I'm talking to both.
I'm focused on the love part.
Oh yeah, I know. Because middle management Joe
Middle
here.
management Joe.
Management Joe does not. The views of Paul Gallant do not reflect the views of ESPN 97.5 and 92.5 or Joe George of the Gallant and George radio program. He's Joe George of Paul Gallant. Does every team actually have an ace? What is an ace? What is a woman? Just kidding. Don't answer the latter question. We'll hang up on you. But also up next, it's another rousing edition of baseball this afternoon today because the Yankees are falling apart and something really funny happened in a Red Sox-Rockies game yesterday. Stick around.